So what was it like hopping on the plane and coming to Hamilton?
It was a really great experience, man. It was actually, I got a lot of funny stories to tell because I've told this to a lot of people coming back. But yeah, man. So it was my first time on a plane. My first
Yeah.
time going to Hamilton, and yeah. So the plane, I thought that I was gonna be a lot more scared, but I actually I enjoy it. I wouldn't say I'm like an adrenaline junkie, but I do like that adrenaline feeling of like you're kind of afraid of something and there's a build up and then holy shit, you're 30,000 feet in the air. Like I like that feeling, right? So like I actually really
Yeah.
enjoyed the plane ride itself. Ears popped like crazy. My ears do not like planes, but it's all good. Get off. The first really funny thing was the Charlottetown airport compared to the Pearson airport was just like so different. Like Charlottetown airport is like there's no planes. You go to Pearson airport, you see like 30 planes there. You go to Charlottetown airport, there's
Yeah.
nothing, and it's like the size of like a police department or something. Like it's like so small. Like it's like the size. It's like a I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like literally like two rooms is the Charlottetown airport. And then you get there, you go to the people checking your bags and shit, and they're all so nice. They're like, "Oh yeah, don't worry, buddy, take your time, da 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 da. Yeah, that's all good. You can take that with you. Yeah, 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 go ahead." And you go to Pearson, and they're like, "Who the fuck are you? Are you trying to steal something? What's that in your pocket? Da 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 da." And Pearson is just like the so massive. You could go through there for days and never reach the end of it. Anyway, it was pretty cool seeing outside of the plane, seeing like all the lights from Toronto. You can see like the whole city and like it's massive. And you fly
Oh, for
for like
sure.
15 minutes and it's still in the same city. It's like you can see how massive it is. And then landing
Yeah.
down and we're in the airport and I can see Toronto and the CN Tower and all that. And I'm still kind of touristy, right? So I'm like, oh, I want to see
Yeah.
the CN Tower and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then by the time it took us about an hour, maybe 2 hours to get from where we were to our rental car. And by that point, we're just like, man, fuck, like we're just exhausted. Like it was like 1:30 in the morning, and I go from like this glamorous, nice like CN Tower and shit, then we go on like the highway to the Skyway, and then it goes from this glamorous, nice shit, and then I see Hamilton, and I mean like, and I don't want to like shit on nobody's hometown. I got nothing
No, no,
against
I
Hamilton.
hear
I met
you.
some amazing people, but it's the meanest looking city though. Like you just see like the smokestacks and the fire stacks and shit. And, like if there was a soundtrack playing at that moment, it'd be going like dun dun dun, blah, blah, blah. Like I was telling Decent, I'm like this is like Gotham City, like literally. And then we were driving down and stuff like that. It's just like whatever, kind of ghetto looking. And then D Saint rolls down the window, and I smell a smell I've never smelled before in my whole life. Like I've smelled gasoline and I've smelled steel being cut, but I've never smelled them together. And I'm like, I don't know how you could live in this neighborhood. Anyway, though, but I gotta really give hats off to D Saint for this. Is that he definitely gave me the red carpet treatment when I came there. And I think I mentioned this to you when I was over there, but I think he really brought out the best people in Hamilton to come for me to see. He didn't really allow anybody shady around. He was very protective, and I feel like yeah, like I really felt like I met the best people, and it was a really big eye opener for me for like obviously I've been outside of PEI, I've been
Yeah.
around, but usually whenever you go to on a vacation or you go somewhere, you go to like a nice hotel, you kind of stay away from the bad spots, you whatever. But I went and actually like went there. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like a vacation or anything like that. Like, I actually like so it was definitely eye opener for um just how different people live, how a lot of the real world is, how you know PEI is kind of it's not like the rest of the world. It's very unique. But yeah, I had a really amazing experience. It was great to meet you and Burns and all those guys and Lucky and Block Bishop and all of them, man. Like it was like you guys are all dope and really down to earth. And yeah, it was an awesome experience all around.